Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to our Anytime, Anywhere learning. Today we're going to be doing our first social studies lab, and our lab is our learning objective. And our learning objective is that we are going to create a salt map of our Texas regions. Okay? Once you look at the PowerPoint and watch the video, you will be able to see all of the things that you're going to need, all the materials that you're going to need, and the steps that you're going to take in order for you to create your personalized salt map. Okay? First thing that you need to make sure that you have is that you need to make sure that your table and your area is clean and that you have all the materials that you're going to need in order for you to be able to do this activity. Now, the first thing I said that you wanted to do is that you wanted to get a copy of a Texas map, a blank Texas map that is big enough for you to be able to trace. Once you have gotten that, you're going to get yourself either a poster board or you're going to get yourself a durable poster where you can actually trace the Texas map on there. And once you have traced your Texas map on there, you're going to make sure that you outline your regions so that you will be able to create whichever part you want. Once you have that, make sure that you have the necessary ingredients you're going to have. You're going to need to have your 4 cups of flour. So you have your flour. You need to make sure that you have your salt. Any regular salt will do. Your cream of tartar and your food coloring, and not to leave anything out, but of course your water. You're going to need your water. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of jump into what we're going to be doing today. So I've already gotten my Texas map and I've already traced it out and outlined my Texas regions. So I'm going to move this part out of the way so that I will not mess it up anymore. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So I have my mixing bowl and I have my plastic spoon. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to measure my 4 cups of flour. So my measuring cup only goes up to 2 cups. So I'm going to take these 2 cups, make sure I measured it, pour it into my mixing bowl, and then I'm going to put my next 2 cups in here. Oops. Okay. Now if you have a lot, then that's fine. If you have a little bit more, that's fine. So I'm going to pour all that in there. Okay. I'm going to now go into my salt. I want my 2 cups of salt. Making sure that I'm measuring it. Okay. And, oops, I made 1 1/4. Let's keep going. All right, I am exactly 2 cups of my salt. And then I need to have 2 tablespoons of my cream of tartar. And this is about 2 tablespoons of cream of tartar. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my mixing spoon and I'm going to mix this up really good. Make sure that everything is mixed really well. Now, what I'm going to do is that this way I can keep the consistency of my mixture and I don't have to wet everything, because for the simple reason that I'm going to be using different colors of food coloring. So I'm going to just take a little bit of this, of my mixture, and I'm going to put it into my little thing. And as you can see it like that. And I'm going to take some of my water and I'm going to pour it in here. Okay. And then I'm going to mix it into the consistency that I want. I want to make sure that it is thick enough, but it's also going to be bumpy enough that I'm going to be able to sculpt it. And as you can see, my mixture is kind of getting a little thick, which is what I want. So you can mix it to whatever consistency you want. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do my red food coloring. And I'm just going to drop a few drops in there. Be careful with it because this does stain. And you don't want to get any of this on your clothes. But you can mix your colors and you can make whatever colors that you want. I'm not really a mixologist, so I'm going to pretty much stick to these 4 basic colors. But you can mix it however you want to mix it. And you can make whatever colors you want. But you want to make sure that whatever color that you use is going all the way down into your thing. And you want to make sure that you mix it really, really well. All right, so this comes to my fun part that I really, really like. You're gonna take a few little strands of your flour, just like if you were baking something, and we're gonna do this on my coastal plains region. So I'm going to kind of flour this a little bit, just to kind of get it so it can kind of stick. And then I'm gonna take my mixture of my salt and I'm going to put it on here. Oops, that didn't mix all the way. I like being gooey. And what you're going to do is that you're going to sculpt it. So you're going to put it however you want to go. Oops. And you're going to put it in your salt map. And you can make it as thick, you can make it as thin, however you want to do it. But you're going to smooth it out so that it fits your entire area that you're working on. Now, as you know, the coastal plains is kind of flat, surfaced a little bit. It has, you know, it's mostly by the ports and stuff. So we're going to smooth this out just a tad bit. And I'm going to get my little smoother that I would normally do if I was baking a cake. And I'm just going to kind of try to smooth it out just a tad bit. And there we have it. So we have our very own salt portion of our map of the coastal plains. Okay, so we also want to make sure that when we get done with our map and so forth, that we want to make sure that before it's all over that we have a key. Okay, so we want to make sure we have a key. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write the word key right here. Okay, and this right here is my coastal plains. So I'm going to write coastal plains, and I'm going to put a little bit of this here, a little dot there, so that people will be able to know that my red portion is of the coastal plains. Okay, and there we have it. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to do one more because I'm not going to have the entire thing going. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I put this material up, and then we're going to do one more because I think that you will get the gist of what we're trying to do here. So we're going to do one more. So I'm going to take again a little bit more of my mixture, and we're going to go ahead and I'm going to do the mountain and basins region. And this time I'm going to use my blue. No, yeah, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Oops, let me add my water. My mountain and basins region, and I'm going to mix it up. I didn't put a lot of it in here for this one because it's a smaller region, but I'm gonna add some more because my consistency is just a tad bit off. And I want this one to be just a tad bit thicker Because in the mountain and basin region, what is it known for? It's known for its mountains and its valleys. So I'm gonna try to attempt to make some mountains and some valleys in here. Adding my food coloring to the consistency that I want, because I kind of want it to be a, oh Lord, I want it to be a dark blue. I'm going to add just a tad bit more food coloring to get those little white spots. Be careful with the blue, y'all. It does stain. Alright, and now I'm going to take my blue and I'm going to put it into my mountain and basins region. And then I'm going to try my best to smooth it out and get it to where it needs to be. So you know what? I'm going to use my spoon. I'm going to use my spoon here. This is doing real good. So again, boys and girls, you can do whatever color that you want. Your choice. You can mix and do whatever. And that is fine and that is cool. And because the mountain basin region is not that big, this is not going to take me a long time to shave it in. But I want to make sure that I have some mountains in here. So I'm going to try to push it up a little bit, kind of make it a little bit bumpy, because I want it to be represented as mountains. Okay. So put some little lines in here and so forth. You know, kind of make it a little choppy a little bit. Not as smooth as I was trying to do. It's kind of bumpy over here too, but I want to make it a little bit more over here because this is the mountain and basins region. So I want to show that it's a little bumpy. And there we have it. Yeah. So again, I'm going to get my thing, add to my key. This is the mountain and basins. And I'm going to take a little bit of here and I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to dab it right there. And that means that the blue is my mountain and basins region. All right, boys and girls. So I am going to stop right there. And I want you to be able to continue with your lesson of creating your Texas regions salt map. And as you can see, we've done 2. I don't want to take a lot of your time with this video. And make sure that you have your compass rose, your north, south, east, and west. Make sure that you have your key, your coastal plains, mountain basins region, north central plains, and your Great Plains. And also on your paper, on your board, make sure that you put your name at the top. So when you do take your picture of it and you send it to me, I will know whose project is whose, okay? Make sure you also follow along with a PowerPoint because it also gives you specific instructions about your exit ticket. Once you have finished this and you have taken a picture of it and you upload it to me, you also have an additional activity that you would do that will go along with here. So I need both of those in order for you to get full 100% credit. All right? If you have any questions, you know to email me, or you have my phone number, you can call me or anything. I wish you well with this activity. This was a fun activity. I always love doing this activity, and I hope you enjoy it. Talk to you soon.